Hello, Rick87, and welcome back to On the Western Front. We are expending thousands of lives to attempt to gain 100 meters or so of churned up mud. But such is the nature of beast of World War I trench warfare. It is the 3rd of February in 1915, and we are about a month away, or exactly a month away. Well, not exactly. A month away from our first over the top. And the plan in this episode is to get to this momentous occasion and to see how it pans out. So, what's the plan for the intervening month? Well, I've got a couple of thoughts of things I would like to address. Firstly, is I think, we can probably do that on camera, is I'm going to build some of these artillery pits that you can see here. In an attempt to improve some of the behaviours of the artillery pieces that we've seen, such as this fine group here who decided for whatever reason to wander into no man's land. Not something we want to avoid. So we're going to get some artilleries to build some artillery pits along our front. I'm also going to get the 3rd Rifle Brigade here, which is essentially the Rifle Brigade manning the trench, frontline trench on the left hand side of my sector, and they are going to spend the next probably next month or most of the month conducting raids against the Germans, and my plan here is twofold. Firstly, I would like to weaken the German positions prior to going over the top. Secondly, I would like to try and keep gaining the Valor points, so perhaps we could unlock one of the technologies before we go over the top. I'm not sure if we'll manage, but we're going to give it a go. And thirdly, I have a fully rested brigade in reserve, so I'm quite okay to use up this brigade, and then maybe last week of February I'll withdraw them, pull in a fresh one, and we'll go over the top with the 3 full brigades. Hopefully in the same time frame, the Germans won't have replenished their losses, so that is generally the plan. We're going to focus on this left hand side of the line, and even when it comes to going over the top, I think I'm going to stack kind of a brigade and a quarter here, a brigade and a quarter here, and then one brigade and the rest of the half. So we've got a disproportionate number of men assaulting this side of the map. And we'll see if that is sufficient for us to break over and seize these German positions. We shall see. Right, but first off, let's let time tick on. Lots of artillery barrages underway. Let's see, German counter-battery fire. Taking care of those pieces in. Right, I do have some continual orders on them. I'm a little leery about my shells. I would like to have enough to do a large barrage shortly before the moment, but we've got plenty of time. So, while all that's going on, let us find ourselves some engineers. Okay, you're doing a reinforcement of a trench, but you 3 are not doing much. Let's go to you. Do you have tools? You have a little bit of tools. We shall see. It's enough. I would like you to build some artillery pits, and let's go to this position. Seems fine. Please build an artillery pit. Oh, build one there. Good man. Is there any quick way of going to your rescue platoon? There is. That's actually not a bad way of moving around. Build me another artillery pit, and we're gonna have a few of these going along. Now it would be good to have like a shadow of what you plan to build, because I forget where to place things, but we're going to build a bunch of these around the place, and hopefully that will help protect our artillery. And I believe, if I remember from tutorial, artillery in artillery pits doesn't advance if it can't bombard the area you're asking to, so we should stop them wandering into man's land. Stick one in here, and after those first ones get built, I'll just build another pair alongside them. I believe we've got some orders for continual bombardment, just to keep it up. We've got, I think, we have 3 batteries of artillery, and we've got each battery has been assigned 4 hours of a day, just so there's is that right? Yeah, so for 12 hours a day there's artillery fire upon the German trenches. It's not a full 24 hours, but it's hopefully enough just to keep attriting them, keep damaging their structures. I suspect it's probably not having a great deal of effect, but it's just the way it goes. Okay, engineers are getting in position, starting to build things. Our other engineers are building our wire. This is all looking relatively good. I'll maybe let the lads go up to speed 6. I'll let them rest for a couple of days before we start conducting our nighttime forays. Excellent. As you can see, our supply is generally okay, but we have nothing in reserve. So that's something I'll have to keep an eye on, make sure we don't dip down too much for the coming month, otherwise we'll find ourselves short when we actually go for the offensive. And team engineers now in position, buildings artillery pits, excellent. 40% build, okay, that builds pretty quickly, that's good to see. Excellent, alright, well I will probably hold the fort here, and I'll maybe come back, oh, I don't know, in about a week or so, when I'm going to start sending out my night raids. And I'll see you then. Okay, we are heading into the evening of February 15th, and this seems like a fine and dandy time to start sending a few more of our troops over in nighttime raids. Again, just to use up this brigade to try and wear down the Germans a little bit. You also see we have our artillery pits in position. Not quite as many as we'd like, but I did rather run out of tools in my engineering platoons, which means they can't build anything new. So I've got how many I've got? Five artillery pits with 5 sets of field guns in them, which should hopefully keep them a bit protected and keep them from wandering around. Yes, let's wait until, I don't know, maybe 11 o'clock at night or so, and then we can send out perhaps a little bit of raiding. Let's fast forward a little bit just to get further on. How much of a moon we've got? A bit of a moon. We've got a light, thick fog. Well, that's helpful if I could stick around. Heavy snow is probably not ideal for the old troops. Makes a bit tough going. Right. Seems like a good time. Let's go for a bit of a raid just on this section of the line. And they're off. Through the wire. It's just what? 200 men, roughly. I think it's about 40 men per group. You can change your icon. And you can get, like, little troop counter, little dots to be troop counters instead. There is a graphical option for that. If you'd like to see waves of pixels charging across the screen. Which might be better, because it might show you a little bit when you've taken losses. Hello? Ah, okay, we're starting to get casualties there. Oh, we found some German artillery. Oh, taking some prisoners back. Looks like some HQ units. You can never seem to even click on the German units even when you're there. Okay, good. A good bit. Didn't take very long. Couple of hours. Bit of a raid. And everyone's coming back to their own lines. Looks like you guys probably got destroyed or surrendered, perhaps. 2 men left. Oh, hand-to-hand fighting going on. Major Noam Walker. Alright, if you can, make your way out of there. Casualties 13, captured 10, kills 25, prisoners 14. Well, actually, that was very successful. So we lost 23, we inflicted 65. Good job, everyone. And you know what? Since we're feeling bullish, let's try another section of line as well. It's still late, early. There's still time. Up to 3 to get things kicked off. There are not as many men section of this part of the line, so a smaller group going over. But maybe an indication that the Germans are a little bit weak in this sector, or this section of the sector. Which may go well for us when we finally go over the top. Right, find some Germans. Oh! Moving. Sneaking. Moving night undetected. I suspect your compatriots aren't doing quite so well. First platoon here. Attacking the enemy. Still 36 men on the go. So we should subdue what they can, capture what they can, and then return back home. He says hopefully, 35 men. Now they should come home on their own, even if I don't cancel the raid. given that it's an intel raid. If you do one of these bite and holds, they will hang around until you tell them not to. So it doesn't seem going particularly well for us. Alright, try and come home with what you've got. If you can make it. Oh, no, it looks like we're getting someone annihilated. So this one didn't quite go so well. So 30 of our men surrendered, only 8 casualties, nice and light, and we killed 21 men, but we would have lost out in the prisoner front. But we got a little bit more valor points. We do need, I mean, if that's 10,000, we need what, maybe, well, not maybe, we need 15,000. So that might be a bit of a stretch to try and get 5,000 before we go to the top. But we shall see. But essentially the plan is, for the rest of evening, every couple of days, we're going to send out these raids until probably about the, I don't know, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, something like that. Just so we've got enough days to swap out my people without running short. We're going to use up as much as we can of the 4th Rifle Brigade here. Still 2,000 men, still plenty of body. Oh, it's not the 4th, the 3rd, sorry. 1,500 men. That's fine. So we'll keep that going. Apart from that, it's not much. We're, let's see, we've no spare supplies on the go. We've kind of run out of tools, so we can't build anything else just now. We'll have to wait for next month's injection. So this is a constant source of frustration. As you can see with this bit of ground that's been annihilated, my artillery keeps presumably spotting these units and firing upon them. But we've expended so many shells, I don't understand how there's anything left here that's worth shooting at. And I do try and move them away, but they always spot it and engage on their own initiative. Which is fine, but I don't think it's actually doing anything of value. Is it you, gentlemen? Yes, you're bombarding the area. Although there's apparently only one of you left in your platoon. Yeah, some of our artillery's got rather beaten up when we decided to extend themselves over the trench lines. Okay, right, we'll leave them to it. We'll cut up the speed. Well, do you know, let's just roll into another attack tonight. He might even try a bite and hold over here this time. Probably a little bit ambitious, but hey, what's life without a bit of ambition, eh? So you can see they're just absolutely annihilating this piece of ground. Which I think is just wasting shells, to be perfectly honest, and shells don't really have to waste. I have noticed that the Germans are a little sporadic with their barbed wire, have actually laid some in thicker. So you can see this one wavy piece here is light barbed wire, and then a slightly more meaty looking one is actually medium, so that's even harder to get through. So yeah, although they haven't made a continuous line, they have put some difficult patches around the place. Okay, it's late at night, heavy snow. It's clear though. But there's not much of a moon, so let's give it a go. It's the kind of suicidal thing I do for mine. Let's try this whole bit at the front. So this time, let's slow down so we can see the glorious action. So there's a couple of machine guns. That's probably not going well for us. Some artillery pieces. So I'm guessing this unit's probably good at service. Some counter battery, not counter battery, but some artillery suppressive fire on the go. Hang on, 5 of you left. There's 27 of these gentlemen. They're attacking the enemy. 36 under, oh, Major Nolan Walker again. Giving a little bit of what for. And you gents are falling back. And I think you're probably wiped out. Not quite, but not far off it. I think this went a lot less successfully than our nighttime raid last night. Seven of you left. It would be good to try and get an idea of what they're fighting, but yeah, you can't unfortunately like select anything about the enemy, even ones you have identified. Okay, let's call that off and see what the butcher's bill was. I'm expecting this went pretty badly. Kick up speed a little bit. till everyone gets home. Let me get the report. There you go. We lost 111 men. We inflicted 109. Okay. Surprisingly balanced, actually. I will take it. Okay, we can kick up speed again. So what we're going to do now, I think we'll set our kind of units up a little bit. So I'm going to grab the 3rd Brigade here, and I'm going to get all of them. And I'm going to say, I would like you to watch due, isn't it? And I'm just going to do this section of the line that we should all shuffle over. And then I'll grab our 1st Brigade, who are currently resting. And I can get them to do watch due just kind of in the middle bit. So I might even do kind of, I don't know, something like that. So we're not all in the front line, but we'll move into the front eventually. We'll focus the rest of our raids for the next couple of days just over here with the 3rd Brigade. I may not have done that correctly if I didn't select everyone. Ah, select all, there we go. Watch duty, I want really just up to, yeah, this first break in the barbed wire. Right, I'll give them a day or two to shuffle, and then we'll do some more raids over this section of the line. We'll try and punch through by doing massed force in one area. Good lads. Alright, I'm going to give them a couple of nights to rest, and then we'll go. So about the 20th, we'll do a couple of strong attacks, try and use as much of their manpower and effort as they've got, and then we'll pull them out the line and get them recouped. Okay, I'll wait a few days. It's now the 21st of February. There's a thick fog in the air, which seems an ideal time to send out a bit of a wave. There's not too much visibility, and it is now drier and snowy. The issue we may have, and I suspect will, is that a larger mass of men is going to attract and be suffer greater to artillery fire. But nevertheless, we shall conduct ourselves yet another raid. Let's go again. I just an intel raid because I'm quite happy for people to come home when they've captured some prisoners. I was expecting the artillery shells to come flooding in. Maybe I should have done a hold raid. Oh, machine guns open up. Shells start to fall a little bit. Yes, we spotted over in this area. Otherwise, it don't seem to be doing too badly. Oh, this looks relatively heavily defended. They are shelling their own troops as well, which is interesting. I suspect as long as there's more of my troops, main troops in the area, then, you know, somewhat callously, well, you're going to come out ahead. Now we're starting to come back and we've captured some prisoners. I did do a couple of small raids, and I think the smaller the raids tend to work better, and especially these intel ones. You can inflict more casualties than you sustain. These larger ones don't always seem to go in your balance, but it is getting us experience and valor points. Right. Rat-a-tat, machine gun ripples out. Let's pull them back. Here you come, boys. Sounded the trumpet. We'll see how many's left. Whether it's worth an attack another night, or we just pull them out of the line. I suspect we're probably just going to pull them out of the line. Hopefully that was their last, or maybe it was last action. We're getting some well-earned rest. Right, last stragglers make it through the wire. Good. We lost 90 casualties, 120 of our men were captured, we killed 157, and we took 90 prisoners. So yeah, again, that worked out in our favour, that's okay. And actually, that wasn't that many losses from, was 1,000 men, over 1,000 men. We've still got 1,250. We might hang about, let's go up to speed 6. Depending on what the weather's like the next night, we could go again. We could try a proper bite and hold this time, see if that gets us anywhere. Do have to watch the time, because I am slightly worried at some point we're going to be caught with our trousers down if I've not got my fresh battalion in before the objective starts. Again, this blooming thing, but they just waste their shells on that. Start just ignoring it, because otherwise it's a bit tedious to find all the artillery units which are firing upon it and individually tell them to stop or to move them around. Okay, we're going to run through... Oh, we're back to clear. Alright, I'm probably going to... I'll leave it then. I don't want to charge him in a clear, bright moonlight night. I think that would go quite poorly for my men. So I will say tonight I'm in 23rd. If it's a chance, I'll go. Otherwise, in the morning, the 24th, I'm going to pull them out and bring in their replacements. Okay, so either I will see you in a day for our last hurrah, or I will see you probably at the start of March as we get ready to go over the top. Okay, it is just gone midnight, February 24th. There is only the lightest of light fogs, giving us a... Well, okay, it's gone up from 10 to 20% visibility. I suspect that's not going to be enough. But in the true Butcher fashion, we're going to give it a go. We're even going to give a take and hold order. Again, we're going to focus on this section of the line. I have a bad feeling we're going to get spotted quite early on. We're going to track a large volume of German artillery, but we shall see. I can hear the fire of rifles already. And there's artillery started. Only in one section of the line though. Oh no, it doesn't start here as well. I think this one might be a bloody affair. We'll see who gets into the trenches. So with this order, they will essentially get to the trench line and they will stay there and attack anyone they see. That does put a stronger position in the trenches themselves. But I feel we're definitely facing much heavier artillery than we did in our raids in the thicker fog, which makes sense. It'd be good if we could knock out that MG gun, which we may well have done here. I don't know. You'd like to think if you got that close to an MG gun, you're going to take it out. Okay, who have we got here? Okay, we've got about 50 men have made it to this part of the trench. That seems pretty good. Another 6 men there. That's not much to write home about. But over here... Okay, yeah, they're all pretty much dead. 9 of you. And about half of you guys have made it over. Okay, this section's not so bad. Down here, I think we just kind of got annihilated. Alright, let's pull back and see what the butcher's bill is and send you boys on your way home. So yeah, I think if you're doing these, especially, I mean, these I haven't been softening up with artillery because I'm saving it for the main event. Right. Then it does seem to be, you know, you got to pick a night when you get lots and lots of cover. Otherwise, yeah, you just tend to get decimated or go in smaller amounts. Oh look, they're pushing over here. Perhaps a little raid of their own. Okay, so our troops are engaging with them. You hear a kind of click of rifles. Alright, let's see what the result is. Oh, is everyone not back? I think everyone's back. Oh, last few stragglers now. Here we go. So yeah, we lost 200 men, 10 were captured. We still killed 167 and we captured 60 prisoners. So actually, ever so slightly came ahead. Unexpected. I'll take it. Okay, let's pull people out the line. That's not where you do that. This is where you do it. So the 3rd Rifle Brigade, still 1,200 men. So I was expecting them to be bloodier than they were, but... oh. That did say 1,200 before I clicked away, didn't it? Okay, 900 men. That's probably about as bloody as I expected. Right, let's withdraw you from the map. Off you go. At the same time, we will need to grab our 1st Rifle Brigade here. Select all of you and reapply your watch duty to this whole section of front line. There we go. I will condense it again once the next brigade comes on the map. And again, we're going to kind of stack ourselves on this left-hand flank and see if we can push through and actually hold the trench at the end of this. Okay, and everybody's moving around. Until it does the usual nonsense. don't know why they would go... I mean, it's just pathfinding, isn't it? Obviously, logically, you'd come back your communication and use this rear trench, but going all the way along the front, but fine. Also, I don't know why we don't use this point rather than this one. I think both were supposed to be ways to leave the map. Right, you've left the map, so let us call the 2nd Rifle Brigade. You're at full strength, I believe. Does it tell me overall? Not really, but I'm pretty sure you're at full strength. Hello? Oh yeah, it's 12 men? Oh, it's 14 men. I could have sworn I was expecting 40 men in my Rifle Brigades. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Recall you. Alright. Okay, now essentially we're going to sit tight for a week. When we're going to unleash every shell that we own for probably a full day on the 2nd to 3rd of March. And then we're going to go to the top. So, yeah, we'll come back probably about the 2nd of March. Towards evening time. At the end of my artillery barrage. As we're about ready to send the boys over. Minor interruption to the plan because we've got an event to look at. So one of our men apparently has been performing excellently within the field, so we have the opportunity to promote him. So it is, where is he? Timothy Cartwright of A Company from the 1st Rifle Brigade. Can be promoted, and there's a 75% chance for our Chief of Staff organisation will go up by 1. Now, can I see what that is before we start? Chief of Staff, Adrian, you're a 1. Terrible, Adrian. Okay, well, I think let's give it a go. Sure, we can always use more talent. Well, I'm positive, just seeing in case that makes difference, or did we just get very unlucky? Yeah, looks like that was a bust. Oh well. So the higher the organisation, the more effective they are at their jobs. That would have been nice. Okay, otherwise I'll continue my wait until the over the top. Okay, it is an hour, 19 minutes until the lads go over the top. We've spent the last 24 hours bombarding the enemy trench lines. I probably haven't spread my guns out well enough. We seem to have a lot more barrels pointed at this section of the trench line than over here, but actually that kind of plays into our hands because, as you can see, we've kind of got our troops stacked on this side of our sector. At about 1:15, I think I will probably cease my guns and move them to where we know the second lines to be, so we can hopefully hit the German reinforcements, and then the lads will go top. I'm going to send a signal for everyone who's not on front line to get there and prepare to go over the top. It's 1:15 now, so let's cancel this barrage. And then we're going to select the next one to do this trench line. Now my only worry is some of the guns might, if they advance beyond the trenches, so we'll see, this could go a little bit wrong. Loss of silence, the guns firing. Not particularly. Oh, I can hear them go now. Okay. Perhaps just finding their range. I'm going to cancel the order and I'll shoot it again. When it's 2 o'clock, March the 3rd. Right, it's now 2:03, so let's do this. March the 3rd, 2:03. Here we go. Over the top. And you can give prioritize areas of interest, so you can highlight sections of a line or different areas, or we could, you know, focus on whatever. We're just going for the entirety of their trench is a priority. These areas are not important, so we'll just put them down to there. Good. Off you go, lads. They're off. Human wave. Oh, artillery is starting to fall in the trenches now. Good. Not hearing huge amounts of devastation just yet. Oh, here come the red flashes. But this looks fairly healthy. A few more Germans over here, but I'm not seeing large numbers. Some German shells coming in. I wish we'd stay in the trenches, gents. Okay, so this seems to have gone well. Down here, probably not so much. You see, our units are a lot fewer to between, but it looks like we're now kind of sweeping down this trench line. Now we've made it across no man's land to try and clear out the rest of it. Interestingly, I have not seen any communications trenches. So it looks like we're kind of leaving units in their watch positions and everyone else is funneling down. I wonder if they will counterattack. I'm not sure. Hard to tell how we're doing. What's our casualty rates? We've lost a couple of thousand, I think. But we might see if we can hold this trench. And have a new set of no man's land. I'm going to cancel this barrage and let them pick their own targets. Just because a few field pieces we might decide to engage. In fact, they're engaged our field pieces as they've moved forward to come within range. But let's look. So there seems, you know, there's a reasonable number of troops here with reasonable numbers of men in them. How are we doing? You guys? Oh, okay, there's only 4 of you left alive. What about here? Yeah, 19, 31. Okay, obviously you're coming under fire. Oh, there's a German field hospital, another one down here. Yeah, kind of feels like we have control of this trench. I'm surprised. Oh, we also have 20,000 valor points. Now, can I unlock this now? Yes, so this reduces counter artillery. Useful weapons for close quarters trench warfare. I don't know if this is going to happen straight away, but let's get some grenades. Presumably they don't immediately become equipped with them. But that feels like something the troops have earned. Yeah, I feel like we've got control of this. If I go to ownership, has things changed? It's a bit spotty. How does one get them to claim that, I wonder? Okay, if we stay put, what happens? Apart from German artillery. Okay, lots of small arms fire on the go. And some light fog. I want to claim a trench. So, I mean, if I said... I don't know, can I just feel like an order to hold this? Or do I have to tell people to clear out the trenches individually? I'm not sure. So you gents, if I give you, say, a move order to... where are we? Move. To there. No, you don't go claiming that trench. How do I get to keep it? We'll hold fire until maybe the start of March the 4th. There's a lot of small arms fire. Can't see exactly where that would be coming from, though. Where are you? Oh, apparently we've laid claim to this field hospital now. Okay, we're doing 5,500 men. No one seems to be moving. Alright, I want to see what happens when we get to the end of the day. See if that triggers something. We should all be safely in a trench though, so yeah, we're not taking huge casualties and we're hearing rifle fire go every now and again. I would say we control this. Let's see what happens at, I don't know, midnight or something. Nope. Capture 5,000 prisoners. Excellent. Okay, we are getting lots of experience. I hear lots of fire. I'm not seeing our injury numbers go down. I'm also not seeing lots of grey squares indicating who we might be firing upon. Interesting, this is still flagged as the next one. I don't want to fall back. We've prioritized an area. How do I just keep it? Okay, let's see if we... Yeah, you guys are on watch duty. So let's see if I grabbed you fine gentlemen, select everyone, and I said watch duty for this section of our new trenches. What do you do? So I worry if I click this, we're just all going to run away. I don't want to run away, I want to own this trench. Okay, do you know what? For getting an endpoint, I want to see the numbers from this assault, although it's now been 24 hours. So let's just do it. Hit the fallback button. Everyone come home. Give us a result for the over the top. Come on, withdraw everyone. You can still see 1 or 2 units. Is that the last of them? Got loads of experience for that though, which is good. Still feel like we could have claimed that trench. Actually slightly missing the mechanic as how that works. Anyone on the left? Come on, where's my overview? This is how great it went. Alright, okay. I'm going to keep twiddling with stuff and I'll see if we can sort it. And we'll come back, hopefully finish on that. Well, I never did get a kind of report of here's how the over the top went. And the Germans do seem to be retaking their positions. I may, in my haste, have inadvertently sent my lads over the top again and lost 2,000 casualties, but we'll handwave that way. As it stands, so as it was before that failed Clegg Rebellion, it was about, I think it was 5,000 and 5,500 casualties sustained versus cast inflicted. As a campaign as a whole, we've also captured almost 6,000 people. But I really wanted to see how that attack went, because I felt like that attack went very, very well. I'm not sure what more we need to do to capture the trench line. I'd have to go away and do some digging into that. But anyway, I wanted to get us to this first over the top. I thought it'd be a good place to end, but we'll hopefully a nice momentous after action report, but hey ho, we didn't get it. But yeah, so this was just always going to be a kind of a quick look at this game to see what it was about, and I hope you guys are intrigued. As ever, I'd like to hear, thoughts on it below, and if you would like to see more of it, give us a shout, although I can't promise because there's lots of things I have on my to-do list. As ever, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio!